and we'll surely have more people joining later. So, hey everyone, welcome again for another session of the guest speaker session at the Execution Lab. For those who joined the first time, or for those who watch this later on, the Execution Lab is a place where we help founders build and grow income-first businesses. So these are businesses that care about making money, and that's one of the main reasons why we created those. We run these guest speaker sessions every other week. These are free, these are online, and you are welcome to come to all of them. This is where we learn from real founders what worked, what didn't work, and hear about the real human being behind the business. I am very happy to introduce Dianeris Posada, today's guest. She's an integrative nutrition health coach here in Vancouver. She built her business around one problem. Most people do everything right, eat clean, take their supplements, and they still don't feel better. Dianeris uses precise testing to find out what's really going on inside the body. She's going to explain that later, way better than myself. So Dianeris, it's great to have you here, and welcome. So the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you so much, Abel. Thank you for inviting me. I really, admire you very a lot, and then I like what you do and how you do it and how you help people get better in their businesses. So thank you so much for inviting me.
Oh, that's very kind of you. That means a lot. Thank you. All right, so tell us about your story.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So my name, as Abel said, is Dianeris Posada. I am an integrative nutrition specialist in HTMA. What is an HTMA practitioner? It's hair tissue mineral analysis. I focus on the connection between metabolic health, hormone function, and environmental toxicity at the same time. I work with anyone. However, we always need to niche. Otherwise, you won't attract clients. So I work with women who are experiencing symptoms like fatigue, hormonal imbalance, digestive issue, burnout. That's a big one nowadays that I don't often that don't often show up clearly in a conventional lab work. I created Vital Healing. I'm the owner and creator of Vital Healing Sanación Vital in both languages. That's the real name. And I use these tests combined with functional nutrition to identify mineral imbalances and any type of toxic burden. And I translate that data that I get from the lab into personalized, actionable protocols. What I've built is not just a coaching practice, it is a structured system that helps identify root causes early and support the body through progressive restoration before conditions become really clinical and we start getting medication for that reason. So that's Vital Healing.
That's really exciting. You said something really interesting here that I keep repeating people, but you said it in a very interesting way and way fewer words. You niche, you find a niche, or you don't find clients. So
Correct.
How did you find your niche?
So you know what? When I started this journey, I thought that I wanted to talk to everybody. At the beginning, I didn't have the resources and the tools that I have right now. But when at the beginning, I actually started to just talk about or educating people. So my intention was very, very rooted in prevention. I genuinely wanted to educate people, help them understand that many chronic conditions can be avoided through lifestyle, making changes in nutrition, being proactive with their health. And then I believe for sure that people simply having the information, they will make different choices. But very quickly, I realized that knowledge alone doesn't create change at all. And if you don't talk to a specific group of people, you sell to nobody. So most people weren't responding to my education the way that I expected, of course, not because they didn't care, but because information without a structure, without a niche or guidance, and even timing doesn't translate into action in real life. And that was a turning point for me, personally and professionally. So I decided to, so it was hard, let me tell you. At the beginning, I was so frustrated. Nobody was listening to me. Nobody was understanding the importance of changing lifestyles. No, it's not that nobody cares. People care, again, but it's information. That's it. So when I started, the idea of doing HTMA lab is because at the beginning I thought that my niche was going to be, because I know a lot of autistic nutrition for nutrition for autistic kids. That's how I started. And these kids, mostly, they have a lot of heavy metal toxicity in their body. Aluminum, lead, cadmium, mercury, it's one of the biggest ones. So I started to look and search online where to find a place to learn or to become a mineralogram expert, to try to pull in a natural way, because I work in everything is a natural way, to try to pull those toxicity heavy metals. Not that simple. However, yes, I can do it, but it's not that simple. But one day, people, when I got this tool, women wanted to test their hair. Everyone wants to make a test. Right now, how does our healthcare function? You go to your primary care doctor, you get blood test, you come back to see him and they say, oh, everything is fine for you, or no, you have anemia, or you have this and that. So we are so used to that. In my head, I said, I need that tool, the mineralogram, not the blood one. I'm not a doctor. I cannot do the blood one. However, integrative coaches, we are able to get the mineralogram and specialize in that one. So when I got there, so many women at the point that I started to realize that that was my niche. Not just the autistic kids because of the nutrition that I have, but because I started to see a very common patterns in women with perimenopause and menopause. Yes, it's trending. Everyone is talking about it, but it's a very real situation. And we don't know women, so we don't know how to figure it out, how to feel better. And then boom, that's how I got into that niche. But I was for so long looking. I've been for 3-4 years looking for it. And one day I found it, or exactly, they found me.
That's so great. So you said something that you said that a lot of people are talking about menopause women, and you didn't actually try to compete with that. You didn't actually said, I'm gonna build a business for women in this situation. You actually started your business, and 4 years down the road, the market said, hey, Dianeris, this is your niche. these women are looking for you for this specific situation or to solve this problem. So that's so powerful. I think I actually posted something. Oh no, I scheduled something for Monday. That sometimes the messaging for our business is not ours, it's from the market. And I
Correct.
think the ICP, our ideal client profile, is also not something that we define, but something that the market defines for us, or we define with the market.
Correct.
So that's super strong. So for us to better understand your business, so you now you explained that you help women in you said perimenopause. I don't know what that is. Sorry. And
Perimenopause and menopause.
okay, and I apologize for my ignorance in the topic, but you said that you help women in peri and menopause with HTMA. How do you package that? How did you find your pricing? What's your product? How do you sell it?
So, what happened was that I was doing so many hair tissue mineral analysis tests to women between 40, 55, that I started to see a similar pattern. One thing that I need to say here is, once I have that pattern, or once I have those imbalances, those minerals, I create a formula, a personalized formula. And there is a lab in Toronto that does that formula for you. So they actually put together in just one bucket, they put together the formula that I create for you with your missing minerals or whatever health issues you have. It's not just you're missing you're missing magnesium, I'm going to put magnesium. No, it doesn't work like that. We're talking about working with 35 minerals, and then some of them are antagonist, some of them are synergistic, and then they either help each other or they are against each other. So I need to understand why you're losing magnesium. Something is not only because you're not taking enough, it is also because, it could be also because you're having mercury. Mercury pushes the magnesium because your calcium, it's out of, it could be many different type of things, no? And then I need to understand what's going on in your body, and then I need to start working and creating that formula. So that's how I came up to women, the niche, because more and more I was receiving the same pattern every time. And now after that, so the other way around, I combined my integrative nutrition health coach with HTMA, with the hair tissue mineral analysis. And I created a program, 8-week program, for these women to understand what type of nutrition, what type of exercises, how they need to manage stress and cortisol, what happens in their hormones, so on and so on. There are 8 modules, 8 weeks, plus the HTMA. And that's how I came with, not just with, how can I say, not just something simple, but a process.
Yeah, a repeatable process. So you, if I'm right, you sell the diagnosis first, the HTMA diagnosis. That's a separate product.
So, sorry again?
The diagnosis, the HTMA diagnosis, is that a separate product from the 8-week program, or is that an altogether thing?
So I put it all together. So it's
Okay.
separate, but I created the program, and then I put this together. What I do, I have built around three steps. My approach is built around three steps. The first one, I assess using HTMA. The first thing I do is I do the HTMA, which give a deep look at mineral patterns, stress physiology, and toxic exposure over time, because hair tells me over time. Blood tells me just now, in the moment that you did the test. But this one, it's over time, 3 months, 4 months, we take into account. Second, I interpret those patterns in the context of metabolic function. So we are not just looking at numbers, but at how the system is functioning as a whole. And the third thing I do, I build a personalized protocol, as I said before, that includes target nutrition, mineral balance, and detox support. And that's the key, or that's the structure and progressive. It's not random what I do, the supplementation. It is a system of correction based on data.
Yeah. So if you did only the 8-week program, that's something that you can do because you are a nutritionist. So you could, but now because you have that input data, not only you have an innovative and very interesting way to diagnose kind of your starting point, but also you have more data for the 8-week nutrition program. And also there are so many nutritionists in the world. And so now you have a differentiation.
Correct.
Right?
When I started, I said it was like running in the sand. So I say, how many people, so many people doing the same thing. How can I make a difference? And then again, through researching, looking, not stopping. It took me, again, 4 years to get here to this point. So, but I never stopped. And I never say, okay, I need to make money. I was not making money at the beginning at all. It was hard to sell lifestyle. Nobody wants to hear about that. That's not a pain. But hormones issues, menopause, that's a pain. Autistic kids, that's a pain. So I said to myself, you need to look for a pain. But the pain found me. That's so interesting. But I never stopped looking. So the universe moves around when you're looking for something. And then it gets into it comes to you, but you need to keep looking and working for it. It's not that, okay, I'll sit down here. Let me see if in 3 years I get some answers. No. However, I got there, and that's how I get it.
Yeah. Not for nothing, I call this the execution lab. I also share that belief. You have to be executing, and you find your messaging, you find your ICP, you find your differentiation, you find your customers. I mean, you can spend so much time behind the computer trying to come up with the best messaging from Claude, and that's going to be so useless. So useless.
Yeah. And when I came to you, correct. When I came to you, I told you, I don't think myself yet successful, but I told you my clinic is full of one-to-one clients, and I'm burning out at this point. Right now, I'm burning out, and that cannot happen. I cannot trade my health for a business that is burning me out. I need to escalate, Abel, because I'm telling you, I'm full of clients, and then I'm happy about it, and I'm grateful as well. However, okay, what's the next step? And then I've been crying, to tell you the truth, so many nights. It's hard, but I'll keep going. I take a shower and say, okay, what's next? Come on, we need to do it. I go to bed, and next morning say, you will be more kind of refreshed next morning, so go on.
That's the part that some want to avoid. And so maybe talking about that, about your personal experience, about the messy parts. um, this is your full-time job, so it has to make money, right? So that comes with anxiety and pressure and a lot of, like, it's a weight that you have to carry on. So tell us more about that, about your story and about the reasons why you are building your own business and you are not like working for a company, even though you have. So why is it that you are kind of going through this challenging path?
So I am actually, I have many, I have a lot, how can I say? I have many belts. I'm actually a teacher. I love teaching. I have a degree in teaching. I have also a degree in supply chain management. That's what I was doing. In 2020, my mom was diagnosed with cancer. And I decided to, because I love studying, I read a lot. And then I decided to go into nutrition just to save my mom. This was never a business. I am a supply chain analyst, and I was very successful. And I worked 15 years as a supply chain management in a corporate company with a very good salary. And this, after 2020, my mom passed away in 2021, and then I couldn't do much. COVID was terrible for everyone, mainly to travel abroad. And I was not going to go on, but so many people after me starting to understand how the body works and then how to fix the body and avoid these many diseases, I was only helping friends. And they started to call me like crazy. How can I do with this? How can I eat now? And people started to feel better. And that's why I decided in 24, January 24, it's been only 2 years, I decided to go my own way. Was a very hard decision, very hard. I had some savings. I burned very quick the savings. And I say, what now? I'm not getting the money that I was used to get. And then was really hard, very hard. But again, it's a lot of mental work. It's a lot of, I started to meditate really heavy, to work in my body. In my nutrition, it's very important to keep my nervous system balanced. And a little bit of, and I have to give some credit to my husband. He told me one day, go on, I'll try to support the fort as much as I can. Go on, I'll work hard. And I need to give him credit. So for the basic things, however, to invest in my business, I had to create my own money again, because I burned whatever I had in savings pretty quick. And then overnight, I didn't have money and I didn't do much. But I said, it's going to work. It's going to work. I'm so positive and even without the money, that's how I did it. Crying sometimes, going to bed and saying what's going to happen tomorrow. And then, okay, no, tomorrow you're looking for more clients. You're looking for someone. You are going to invest. So I decided to go into BNI, business networking. I decided to invest. How do we invest? Getting into networking. It doesn't matter. You have to pay. Yes, BNI, I need to pay. However, BNI started to give me some clients. And then some Latin communities. I had to invest in the Latin community just to get exposure. Yes, but it started to give me clients. And then that type of investment is what started to give me more and more and more clients. With very difficult and hard times, yes. But yeah, that's how I did it.
Yeah, that's kudos. That's very impressive. One of the questions that most people ask me when I say, this is the income first approach, you come up with an offer, you go and sell it. the first question they ask is, okay, where do I find people that want to buy my stuff? How did you find yours?
So the hardest thing for me, even nowadays, is to promote online. The marketing, there are so many gurus. AI is a very rapid speed that you cannot follow. If you are doing one thing, the other one, it's a full-time job. So, and then more and more people are asking for a lot of money. It's okay. It's okay. That doesn't mean that it's incorrect, the price. It's that I cannot pay. It's me, the one who at this point cannot pay for it. And I have to do it myself. I was overnight studying how to do newsletters, learn how to do MailChimp, we have to do it all. Yes, we have to do it all. We have all the hats. And then I won't get where I want to get if I don't start studying, because if I don't have money to pay, but at the same time, I can't, so I cannot hire anybody. So it's just me. So overnight I was studying and learning. Sometimes I remember when I learned how to do my newsletter in MailChimp, it's a little bit of tricky things. It took me an entire Sunday. And at midnight, so kind of my husband got asleep in the couch, and then he came by to the office and said, hey, it's midnight. And I say, and I haven't finished, and I need to launch this at 7 in the morning. So I'm sorry, go to bed. So those things happen. And then I'm the person who tells my clients, you need to sleep. Hello, I was not sleeping. There are times that I don't sleep. However, I start meditating, eating properly. At least I have something. I have my own formula that gives me whatever I need. And then that's how it works. That's how it works for everybody. There is no other recipe unless you have money. And most of us, we don't have it.
And even if I don't think money solves any of those problems, because even if you have money, it's very easy to spend it on the wrong things. So by actually doing the legwork, you find what are the channels that work, and then you can double down. Whenever I have someone ask me if, hey, should I raise money or whatever, it's like, I mean, even if you do, you just do the same things but faster. So if you are doing the wrong things, you will do the wrong things faster, and you will burn a lot of money in the process. So yeah, it's a lot about spending those nights without sleeping. So one more thing before we move on to the questions from the audience. We recently had a one-on-one session where we said, hey, I'm kind of burnout. I'm doing a lot of one-on-one, which was a good thing because it meant that you had a lot of work. But then it's like, okay, it's time to beat the boss. It's time to go level 2. So you are in that transition. You already found some opportunities for doing that, going like B2B, or you talked about like an academy. So if you want, you can explain more about those specific individual strategies, but I'm more interested in kind of your transition from doing high touch one-on-one coaching to, okay, now I'm a business owner. I have to work on the business and make this grow beyond my own like capabilities or capacity. So can you unpack a little bit on that?
Yeah. So as I said before, I was actually burnout, and I needed help. And then the first thing I thought about looking for an assistant, because I have a lot of administrative work. I actually have my own clinic. I have a platform. I want to be different from doctors. I want to be different from another nutritionist. I want to have a real clinic with a specific process, and I send the clients, I send them a health history form that they need to fill in, and then once I get it, there is a report. So I need to send the report, and then my first session is for free. Whoever comes into that's something that I adopted since the beginning. Whoever let me talk, it's a client. So I knew I had that ability, mainly in Spanish. My 70% of my community or my clients are Latin, 30% is Canadian. So mainly for Latin, if they let me speak, they will become my client. And I said in my head, that's what you have to do. So my first session is for free. It's 30 minutes, 45 minutes actually for free, for them to understand, based on the health history that I got from them, what can I do? How can I help them? And then what's the cost? And then later, they have a profile in my clinic. They can go, there is an application, and then they can go into the application and they can see all the documents, whatever we talked in the session, protocol by protocol, and that takes time. So sometimes I was, again, midnight, filling in for them to have it next morning. And I said, okay, I need to look for that. So what I did was I hired an assistant from Venezuela. There is a company here called Freelance Latam, and they hire for you. So they give you those choices at a very good price. And then that's what I hire first. And I started to feel a little bit better, not with more money, less money in my pocket, of course. However, more focus on what I wanted to, the way I wanted to grow, because I need my time to create new programs to escalate. And then I decided, okay, I thought so many times, what's my next step? Escalating. And one thing that I do, and I'm going to say it here, I have a meditation in Mind Valley. Probably many of you know what Mind Valley is. I have a meditation in Mind Valley. And then that meditation is a hypnosis for creativity. So what I do when I'm lost, and then when I don't have the resources, I wake up in the morning and my first job is to do the hypnosis for creativity with a notebook and a pen besides me. I'm all just listening, but my ideas, that meditation is amazing. Give me so many ideas. As soon as I finish, I get my notebook and then I write. And then that's how I get ideas. I'm not kidding. That's how, when I'm lost, that's how I get ideas. And then I go and apply those ideas. I start looking for those options. How can I get to those options? One of the options was when I came to see you, de-escalate. When I came to your workshop, you gave me more clarity on when we did that exercise. I said, okay, this is exactly. So you were the cherry on the top, and then, okay, this is what I needed to do. Thanks God I came to your workshop. And that's how I do always things. I look for resources and mentors, people who know better specific things, and then I can take advantage and take that knowledge. And that's how I've been escalating, and how I come up with those ideas.
Yeah. I don't want you to spoil those ideas, but those are pretty good. And I really admire all the work that you've done so far. So you've grown your business so fast. I recently heard about a company in the US that raised over $100 million USD and they were never profitable.
Oh,
So you are already like 100 times better than that company, right? So that's admirable. And
but I haven't made that. I haven't done that much. I
oh my
want to
God,
get
I mean,
there. I will
you
get
build
there.
a business, you're living off your business. That's a lot. And now you are scaling your business, beyond yourself. It's a lot. It's a lot. Believe me that you have accomplished a lot. So congratulations on that. Um, I
Thank you,
have
because
my
thank you
notepad
so
full of
much, Abel, because
questions.
sometimes I don't believe I'm that successful, or I'm that I
Oh, you
need
are.
to, I'm really hard on me and always say, no, come on, you haven't done anything. It's not enough. You need to go on, and then you need to do
Yeah,
more. And sometimes I'm very hard on me.
we all are.
Okay. Good to
Yes,
know.
don't worry. Don't worry. It's not yourself. Uh, yeah, as I said, I have my notepad full of questions, but I also want people to ask their questions. So, guys, here is Dianeris. She built a business in 2 years. She found his niche in even longer. A lot to ask her. So, who wants to go first? Come on, don't be shy. She's not shy.
So, Daenerys, I just wanted to say thank you so much for sharing your story and your time just on your journey. I'm a little bit curious with in regards to your program offerings. It sounds like that you've kind of gone through your journey and really took the time to like hone in on who you're working with and what the who ultimately stands to benefit. Um, maybe just for a little bit of clarity, if I know someone who stands to benefit by going through your program and they're quite successful at it, they see the results, but they don't want that journey to not continue. Is there like a flight path for them to go into like a mastermind type of circle? Or this question is kind of more along the customer and the client journey, is like how, like, what is the next thing that you stack them up to?
So my name, let me see if I understood correctly. So I'm right now working with, that's my niche, women in perimenopause or menopause. To step up my game, I decided it's what you're asking about.
Well, I'm asking, after the 8-week program, what's next for them?
Oh, for those women.
Yeah.
Okay. There is a community. I created
Got
already
it.
a community, and then we in WhatsApp. I wanted to create something better, probably mighty, probably a school, but I have so much going on that I haven't done it. But WhatsApp at the moment, and then they ask questions. I constantly post recipes or new researchers about menopause, and then yeah, that's the next step.
Got it. Yeah,
Constantly,
that's
they will
awesome.
be constantly in the community for sure.
Love it.
Yeah. Um, Something interesting there is that once someone buys from you, they are more willing to keep buying from you. So I think Connor was kind of spot on. Like,
That is
okay, hey,
happening.
that's yeah,
That is happening, and the good thing that is happening too is they are bringing me more and more women in menopause and having all these symptoms. Weight is one of those. Um, um, Stress, fatigue, feeling um, feeling depressed, not sleeping at night, hot flashes, that's a good one. So yeah, and then they're bringing more and more clients, and then yeah, I'm receiving a lot of clients for the program.
Yeah, referrals. Yeah,
Referrals.
yeah. I guess Ryan, you had a question there.
Yeah, actually. So one of the things I was just going to ask about is in terms of reduction of burnout, how helpful is creating courses? Like how much of a percentage does that get off your plate so you actually have more time to do other things?
So what is in my plate is creating the programs. That's what I love the most. I have, so many years ago, probably when I was younger, I was very naive, but at the same time, very conservative. And then I didn't want to say what I'm good at. No. Right now at 58, I know what I'm good at. And I'm really good and I love it. I enjoy it to create programs. I have so many programs already that I haven't launched. That's so funny. I have them already, even in a platform, and I haven't launched it. Like ABC for autistic nutrition. That's a good one for parents. What lifestyle and nutrition they should have for these type of kids and why. It's a 6-week program. I have another one that is called Conscious Maternity. That one I launched it once. In a way, I've been including that one in different programs. That one I launched it once. It is about all the toxicity in our houses, in our life, in our products that is impacting women before having a baby. And that's why the race of that's one of the reasons. It's not the only reason, but one of the reasons of the raising of the autistic kids is it's one of those, the heavy metal or the toxicity that we have in our genes, and we transfer to our kids from generation to generation. So that one I have tons of clients, they come to me, that younger people are getting more conscious of how toxic they are and how they need to clean their body. And now I created, my last one is, I decided for the Latin community to create an HTMA Latino. So I have, right now, I already launched this week the second module. It's going to be 8 modules. It's only for health, wellness practitioners that they are not able, like the doctors, they're not able to make tests, but for Latino, because I already know 3 of them in Canada and the States, 3 programs, 3 HTMA, 4 actually, sorry. And then nobody does it for Latino. So I'm the first one. I launched it already, and then, yeah.
So just a quick follow-up with that. So I love that. I love the passion. I love how you're creating these things. As someone who's formerly a teacher as well, I love creating stuff like that too. My curiosity though is because you said that one-on-ones were burning you out. How many courses do you have to create to feel like you can actually reduce the amount of one-on-ones you have, because you know that people are going to be getting quality services? Because it's all about buying back your time when you create courses, right?
Buy back your time. That's a good, you know that there is a book titled Buy Back Your Time or Back Your Time Back. Either or, there is a book, and it's really amazing.
Dan Martell.
Buy Back Your Time. Yeah. No, for me, I much having the transformation, getting my clients here and getting up to the point of the transformation. So I'm in a bit of I don't know what to do, because it's burning me out, so many clients, and the money it's not the same. So I want to get both at the same time. And I want to keep my clinic, I want to keep my clients, and then I want to do a very different clinic. And that's what I'll keep doing that. But at the same time, I love doing the courses. What I don't like, that's the way I buy back my time. that I want to hire. The administrative staff, of course, I don't like that. The marketing, I hate marketing, guys. I hate marketing. Going into Instagram, recording, no, I hate that. So whatever gives me that burnout, it's what I want to get out of my way. And the clients, I'll keep doing clients up to the point that I have time. Not burning out anymore. But more and more courses are going out in Evergreen. And then, of course, that's what I want to get more rolling, the Evergreen programs.
Well, thank you very much, Dianeris.
No problem. Thank you.
Yeah. Misha, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I really like your talk. I'm trying to, two kind of businesses I'm trying to build out. One is for automotive art, and the other one is like animation and games, which is kind of more my existing career path. So I'm also curious, well, two things. One is how you might leverage your existing education experience to build the reputation of your business. And then secondly, with regards to, I guess, and I will say I'm also neurodiverse, so I relate to the autistic kid things. So I could say from that standpoint too, it's good what you're doing. And I've also been feeling a lot better now that I've been improving my health physically. But like, I guess in terms of pricing out your courses, like, do you have any recommendations too, or is there maybe a way to do A/B testing in early stage, like even with close friends and family members when you're first coming up with your courses, to test out both the product and the price and just to see if there's a value there, or are you more on the side of when it comes to marketing, like you just put it out there in the community and see what happens?
So, Misha, I'm so sorry, but I have an echo from you. Someone can Abel, are you able to, did you understand the question?
I think I have. So,
Sorry, just in my thoughts there, but to summarize, it's more about like, yeah, how do you price your courses out, and then how do you kind of just get that consistency, I guess, if it's more passive, especially, right? Because like even using your career as a way of building your reputation, right, with your education experience.
Yes.
Maybe adding to Misha's question, I think it'd be interesting to understand how you price your products and how you came up with those pricing. I think, I mean, you said that you went through like years of iterating your offer, your niche, your value, and understanding how much you're charged for that. And now that you have a community, you can do courses, but now you have people that can consume those courses. So maybe to kind of complement Misha's question, how did you come up with your pricing?
So I've taken, as I said before, I look for mentors. I always look for people who knows better than me how to market, how to come up with prices, what is going on, what do I need. And then I took a course with that I valued that person very much. His name is, he's Colombian, a huge course on how to market, how to price it. And then that's how I came up with my prices. So it could be low. I have, of course, low cost entry-level course or workshops, and then mid, and then high. And then you need to have certain requirements to be low, mid, high. Right now, those courses, they are at a mid price, at a mid cost, because it is 8 weeks a specific amount of knowledge, practical activities, and on top of that, it's included the, let's say, the hormone reset program. It includes the HTMA, the hair tissue meta-analysis. So that's why it is priced right now at 697 Canadian, because it includes all the module of 8 weeks, plus the practice, plus the HTMA, plus I partnership with a nutritionist, a specialist in genes, and doctor in Mexico specialized in hormones. And then they give a workshop inside of the program, and that's how I got there with all these bonuses inside.
And I guess you came up with those partnerships by niching down, because now
Correct.
that your niche is more specific, you can
Right.
find resources that are more specific to that niche.
Something good that I've been doing is asking questions to my clients. So in the questions to so many of them say, your HTMA is a DNA test. You say, no. So I got into the DNA thing to understand hormones, DNA, what was going on. And then that's how I said, okay, there is a nutritionist specializing in this. I'm not going to go that path because I already have my own one that I like. And then it's very successful. So I'm going to add people into my course. And then I talked to her, and we agree on something, and she says, oh yeah, I'm really interested. So that's why I have her. But at the same time, women at that age, after 40, 45, 50, the hormone, they are very confused with HRT, hormone replacement therapy. And I say, okay, I need to bring someone who really knows what he's talking about, because they really want to know, and I don't want them to go away. I want them to come in here and have the entire package. So I talked to Sergio, a Mexican doctor, he has his own clinic, and many of us, including me, are clients of him. And then, to talk about hormone, what's the right one, what type of test you need to do, or ask your doctor, your primary doctor, care doctor, for him to have an idea if your HRT is correct, if you put it or not. But the good thing is, in my program, the foundation, the minerals are so important for everything. You can be using HRT, hormone replacement therapy, but if the foundation don't have it really strong, it's not going to work the way you want it to. So what I explain to them is, we need to go through the hair tissue mineral analysis. We need to make that foundation really strong, and then the hormone replacement therapy comes in. And then that's how strong my program is.
You convinced me. I want to buy. I am not a woman. I am not menopause. But yeah, I can tell that you are an expert in the topic. And another thing that I think it comes from becoming an expert and niching down. Sometimes people believe that, or feel that, if I make my niche smaller, then I'm gonna have fewer clients. But it's actually the other way around. You become an expert in the topic, you tailor your solution for your niche, you understand who your niche is, you understand the messaging, what are the words that they use for that, the pricing, like where to find them, a lot of things. We have time for a last question, if anyone has one. Yeah, Marcela?
Yes, I would like to ask, because you said that you manage everything from the beginning up to almost now. So how you do with for managing all those things and the anxiety and the pressure of everything? How do you work with that?
Um, I use in my program, module number 2 is how to manage stress. I walk the talk. If I don't do it, how I'm going to teach it? So the first thing I do is to apply those resources that I teach. I'm not kidding. Sometimes when I'm very stressful, when I want to cry, then I cry so hard, and then I go, I take a shower, I walk, I do a few things that I need to do that I teach in my second program, in my second module. And my nervous system and my stress goes down, and then I'm able to think better. And then I'm able, sometimes I say, this is it for today. Let me go back, sleep, and then it's going to be better tomorrow morning. And it is, because I'm fresher. I do my meditation, my hypnosis with creativity, and I say, okay, this is what I need to do. I'm really clear on what I have to do. And that's how I manage everything. I walk the talk.
Beautiful. Thank you. You can listen me too.
And then one more thing before we leave here. So HTMA is for everyone. It doesn't matter who it is, because we are all deficient and imbalanced, and we all have so many issues, and we are really deficient in minerals. We are not getting that from our nutrition per se. And then so funny today, a short story just to finish. I was in BNI, and then I have there is a person in BNI that I work with the entire family, even 87-year-old parents. And then 2-3 weeks ago, the lady, his mom, 87, she phoned me, I need to do the test again. I need my minerals are going away and I feel much better. And then in the BNI meeting today, he gave a testimonial that his mom is doing at 87 with so many health issues, no energy, lot of pain, couldn't sleep well. Since she has the balanced minerals, she has started to sleep better. And he said, I was not able to talk to her for more than 10 minutes, and she was getting asleep or tired. And now today, I got 30 minutes with her and my dad in the phone, and they never told me, we're tired, we gotta go. And then for the first time, she feels like amazing with a lot of energy. So it's for everyone. I need you to have more clients and to be more specific. Again, if you don't talk to a specific person or pain, you won't get clients in a big way. But it's for anybody. And then immediately after we finished the meeting, I got 3 new clients in that BNI meeting today. That's how powerful the testimonials are with all people. So 3 new clients with their parents. They wanted to do the same thing because they didn't have energy and they wanted to have the same benefit. And then they came to me and I got 3 clients.
That's amazing. That's evidence that your thing works and that makes people's lives better. You have one more client here, at least. So I invite you, if you are open to Dianeris, that you send us some discount code or something, and I will share it with the guys. But at least speaking for myself, I'm really interested in getting my HTMA. I've been taking some magnesium and I can feel the difference. So I imagine like being like completely balanced.
Balancing.
That'd be amazing. So I want to become a client, and if you can share some discount code or something, I will share it around as well.
I will send you a discount for sure.
Yeah.
And then again, it's for anybody.
That's
That I
awesome.
niche it, yes, to hormone
course.
because I have that huge program, but no, it's for anybody. Again, the
Beautiful.
most afraid at the beginning I was to work with is with very old seniors, 87. Imagine, you can imagine how many health issues, medications, what's going on. And then I had to be very precise. I take my time to analyze every single lab report. And I take time to analyze the formula. And yeah, I have good results with seniors as well.
That's
I'll
beautiful.
send a discount for sure.
Yeah. I'm not ashamed to ask it. All right.
No, not at all.
Thank you very much, Dianeris. It's been a beautiful session. I admire your execution. Oh, Leah says if you can share your meditation as well, I can circulate it
I
as well
will.
after the meeting.
Let me look into
Awesome.
I'm going to send it to you. Let me look into my application. It's
Yeah.
creative, blah, blah, blah. But I will, because it works for
Awesome.
me.
Yeah.
Not everything works for everybody, but we need to find what works for us. But you are more than welcome to try. It's amazing. For me, it's amazing.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you again, Dianeris. Thank you guys for joining us. Don't forget that we have these sessions every other week. So feel free to subscribe to the Luma calendar, and I'll see you guys in every other week. So thank you, Dianeris, again. It's been a pleasure, and yeah, see you guys.
Thank you, everyone, for
Amazing.
your time.
Thanks, everybody.
We really
Thank
appreciate it.
you.
Awesome.
Bye bye.
See you. Have a great
Bye.
week. Bye-bye.